What's going on, Crimson Tide fans? This is yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, host of In My Own Words, the podcast, on a Monday, the night of the College Football Playoff National Championship between Clemson and LSU from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've already spoke on kind of my thoughts on which team is the lesser of two evils in terms of Crimson Tide football. And while I feel as though it would be better, more beneficial for the Tigers of LSU, representing the Southeastern Conference, to take on or take home the crown, will be an interesting matchup. But I'm here to deliver an instant reaction, providing some thoughts on running back Najee Harris and what will be his move, whether it will be to return to Alabama for his senior year or declare for the 2020 NFL Draft in this upcoming April. He has not made an official statement on what his decision will be, unlike his former teammates in Tua Tagovailoa, Xavier McKinney, Jedrick Wills, who have all announced, or even like his current teammates, Dylan Moses, Devonta Smith, Alex Leatherwood, and Joshua McMillan, making the move to return for the 2020 season. Najee Harris has not yet said anything, but he has made some cryptic posts on his social media, which would make fans believe, maybe Najee's coming back. He had the photo to his Snapchat of him and Alabama quarterback Mac Jones together during the Citrus Bowl against Michigan. Harris would come back with another post of him being inside the Alabama weight room facility in Tuscaloosa. He captioned the photo, "Some things never change." The weirdest caption I have ever seen in terms of a photo, but that's what he captioned it. "Some things never change," of him being at the weight room complex. And then Najee returns with a photo of him having a meal with friends inside Surin, the sushi restaurant on the University of Alabama Strip. So Najee putting some cryptic posts up on his Snapchat, making fans think, maybe he wants to return. Maybe he wants to come back, for a senior year. And the one thing I have discovered about Alabama football fans, you guys very emotional. You guys wear your emotion on your sleeve. And for a lot of y'all don't like to be teased whatsoever. It's make your decision right now. Don't have me go through all of these emotions. Don't have me go through all of these theatrics when you're already going to make the move to declare for the NFL Draft. And when players put up these cryptic posts like this, it's almost as if fans are thinking he would not go through the stress, or he would not go through putting all of these pictures, posts, tweets, whatever, up on social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, if he was not having the idea of a thought of wanting to come back and play at the University of Alabama. I mean, I remember when Mac Wilson, a couple of years back, put up some cryptic tweets on social media thinking he was going to come back, and people were excited about that. And then he ends up turning around and declaring for the NFL Draft. And even with one Tua Tagovailoa putting up posts about decisions, patience, even had a post where there was Henry Ruggs III and Jedrick Wills involved, and he throws up the question, "Hey, folks, you think Henry Ruggs is coming back?" I mean, just stuff like that, at times kind of rubs the common fan the wrong way, because they're thinking, just tell us, just tell us. If you're going to come back, just tell us. If you're going to go, don't have us go through all of the rigmarole of trying to figure out what in the world is going on through, your mind. So that's what's going on here, with Najee Harris. He has not made an official statement, an official word as to whether he's coming back or not, but cryptic posts on social media. And on top of that, there was the rumor / report on him meeting up with the coaching staff prior to him going home to California for the time being, prior to him making his return, but met up with the coaching staff and trying to gain some advice, some wisdom on what do I do, because I was told from multiple credible, highly respected sources deep inside the program that have tenure. And I was told by these people that Najee Harris got his draft grade back, and he and his mother were very saddened, heartbroken, disappointed. He got a third to fourth round grade from the junior committee. And of course, his mom was very hurt because, she felt like, if Najee comes out, does he go undrafted just due to all of the running backs coming out in this class and teams still very quarterback hungry. You've got defensive players, depth at the defensive back position, depth at, of course, the defensive line position, and then running back and wide receiver. Just a lot of depth in certain areas coming out in this year's draft. And with Najee getting this third to fourth round grade, his mom kind of concerned about, if he comes out, is there a good chance that, my son goes undrafted? And while I feel like even if he was to make the decision to declare, he would still get drafted, I can understand the concern that is on the face of his mom and on his face, especially the middle portion through the end of the season. I don't know what Sean Alexander told Najee Harris prior to the LSU game. I don't know what he said, but whatever Sweet Feet said, it unlocked something in Najee, because the former five-star became a complete animal from that game through the rest of the year. We're talking about the LSU game sparked him to have the 1,000-yard year that he ended up having, 1,124 yards and 13 touchdowns. It all started with the LSU game, and then it kind of trickled down from there. And he ended up having 5 100-yard rushing performances. You kind of feel like if you would have carried the same zeal the entire year, then definitely he would be more so of a highly regarded pick. But because he got jump-started a little bit later in the process, that brings in the third to fourth round draft projection. So, the reason why I guess Tua decided to take the pro route was, according to Nick Saban, he was the lone top 15 selection according to the teams that Saban spoke with. And you still have teams, despite Tua's injury, that will still take the gamble of getting him in the top 10. Najee was not given that type of grade perspective. So there is something there to those cryptic tweets he's been putting out, just seeing how, according to the reports, third, fourth round grade, he has met multiple times with the coaching staff and saying how, he wants to come back. And then on top of that, from these same credible people I've spoken with, the coaching staff, prior to Najee going home to California for a minute, they sold him on, if you come back, we will run this offense through you. You will get the carries you need to get. You will get the opportunities you need to get. And they sold Najee on this offense going through him being done with Mac Jones at quarterback. That's what Najee was sold on. And as much as we appreciate Tua Tagovailoa for what he did, for the person that he was, for the accomplishments that he created, Tua took a lot of opportunities from Najee, just seeing how Tua always wanted to throw the football. He was kind of made, created, crafted that way of always wanting the big play. And with Mac Jones here, though he is a step above a game manager, he would present Najee Harris more so with the opportunity to touch the ball more, to get more yards and to have a shot at really putting himself in a position to not just be the number one running back prospect taken off the board in the 2022 draft, or the 2021 draft, but also be potentially a Heisman winner. So that's what the coaching staff sold Najee on. If you come back, we are going to run this offense strategically through you out the backfield. So right now there is some smoke and some truth to these cryptic tweets that cryptic posts that Najee's putting out here. He has not made a decision yet, but right now, Tide fans, what do you think? Should Najee come back? Will Najee come back? Will he formally make that decision? Or do you still see him taking that leap to the National Football League? Comment your thoughts here on the bottom of the YouTube page. But this has just been yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, coming on here to give an instant reaction. My thought of, he hasn't made a decision, but with the posts he's making on social media and with the different rumors, reports coming out, will Najee make that move to come back? Leave your thoughts here. Yours truly, providing an instant reaction.